2A, 2C.
Yes, don't you think?
Sure, because it's not here.
It's not what?
ETSB didn't send a report.
I know, that's why I was going to take it off.
That's why I said sure, it's because it's not here.
Okay, all right. All right, I misunderstood.
Can't fool you. That's just all figured
If
out.
it's not here, you can't do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you think it's in the... That's why.
Darrell, what did mark off?
AC,
Are you trying to
2 AC,
We're into the Gill and Clint.
2A and C.
That isn't this one. Okay, welcome to the Ag Zoning and Emergency Service Committee meeting for November 8th at 6 o'clock. Chuck, would you call the roll?
Bill Flux.
Yes.
Bob Young.
Yes.
James Carley.
Present.
Justin Gibble.
Here.
Darrell Holtz.
Yes.
Paul Ritter.
Here.
Bill Peterson.
Here.
We should get a star. We have perfect attendance, right? On the agenda, I don't think we need 2A and 2C, if that's okay with you people. Somebody want to make a motion about that, or?
Most approve the agenda with those changes.
Okay,
Second.
second. Mr. Carley, all those in favor?
Aye.
The minutes were in the packet.
They were.
Any,
I did get an email from Carolyn Gerwin and her comments on the one page showing her the clause added to verify her comments that would not preclude the county from adopting a no setback that ran from the property line of non-participating landowners. I'm okay with making that change.
where is
Just
it?
basically wanted the acknowledging that she made that comment in there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where would that go?
Here we go. Page 3. Under the paragraph that has her comment, Carolyn Gorman commented on the requirements, just added on to that one sentence paragraph I have in there. Page 3.
What's your pleasure?
I would move to approve the correction.
Okay,
I'll second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we're down to 2B. A briefing of the review of Livingston County zoning case ZT 3-16, a proposed text amendment regarding wind energy regulations. Chuck.
Okay, the Livingston County Zoning Board of Appeals did have a meeting scheduled on Thursday, October the 27th. And at that meeting, they were to be reviewing their reports and recommendations that would come to the county board in regards to zoning case ZT 316. Zoning Board of Appeals is down to that point. They've concluded their hearings, are ready to make recommendations. However, for that meeting, they did not have a quorum, so they were unable to conduct any official business at that meeting. So therefore, they did not complete their hearings, their recommendations by the end of October. So therefore, this gets kicked over to the next county board. The zoning board of appeals is scheduled to meet with their next regular meeting this coming Thursday in 2 days on November the 10th, at which time they'll discuss when they'll be continuing the hearing for the text amendment. That's just an administrative hearing. November 10th is a regular scheduled meeting. They do have a series of zoning cases that are already scheduled for that, for their regular business. So as far as any wind energy text amendments, just administrative, only to set a date as to when they discuss a date to move forward. It is at 7 o'clock, yes. Since there was not 30 days between the zoning board making the decision and for it to come before the county board, it would be moved on to reorganize county board.
Okay, we're down to 2D, solid waste report.
I handed that out to you just a few minutes ago.
You want to make any comments about it? Are you digging?
I'm digging. hang on
Okay.
here. Okay. all kind of common stuff that went through there.
Get better.
On the fourth item down on October 11th, I do make a note that they did, Andrews Engineering, they had to send in additional correspondence for the acceptance report for the new cell area. At the bottom of the entire report on the second page, I do make a note that they did get that permit for the new cell area. So they're now placing waste within that new cell area. They hoped they had that by November 1st, and they got it toward the last week, first part of the last week of October. So they're on schedule with that, and they're now placing waste in that area, so they're on schedule with regards to that. They did send in some reports for some of the final work they've done this year as far as the gas system. They have the gas system that was installed this year approved, and for the cover system that they put on for the final cover on parcel C. Had that installed. If you've been past there, it's seated. Looks pretty nice. They got lucky in the seat and the weather and everything, so it looks the best it's ever looked. There is a series of some modifications they're seeking in some of their interwell statistical parameters for the water. Almost all those wells in that grouping there are their new wells that were in place around the border of coming along the west, around the corner and going to the west. So they're just establishing the parameters after so many months of regulating it, figuring out what those parameters are going to read. So that's kind of what those are in regards to that. There's no gas concentration issues. Parcel C is done. Streeter area landfill. There was a significant modification for changing a value for total dissolved solids in well G118. Kind of something just popped up there in the last year, so they want the EPA to accept that it's going to be a higher value from here on out. It's a fairly thick report in regards to that. You have the host agreement figures in two places. Once sent it to you as part of the email to you, and then tonight I handed out the treasurer report.
Chuck, can I go back to September 30th of 2016 for a minute?
Which one?
The bottom one, or the second one, I should say.
Yeah.
Notice observed increases in lead, nitrate, chloride, magnesium, arsenic, sulfate, zinc, boron, dissolved solids. Now, here's my question for you. It seems like that something extra is going on there. I mean, we're talking about a whole suite of different tests that are going on there. And it appears, including specific conductance, that not only once, but twice, all of these were out of whack, according to the Illinois EPA. So why and where are we on this? Because to be honest with you, I'm just looking at it going, huh.
Okay. I guess I can pull out the whole report, because it doesn't, it's not always on the same well, so it varies from well to well.
Sure.
And instead of listing all the wells on there, I don't list them, so.
Okay.
So that's one issue as far as those go. So since these are naturally occurring
Right.
elements in the soil, they are gonna have a hit because you're gonna have the soil, as the water flows, it's gonna change from here to there. So it's not a big issue as far as those issues go. And they look at it from quarter to quarter. So
Right.
So if it has exceedance over 8 quarters, then they take a different look at it at that point in time. So it's more of a,
So we're not
Very
dealing
good.
with one well here, we're talking about the entire complex.
well, you're talking about not the entire, well, they monitor all the wells, but this isn't on all the wells, but it's multiple wells, yes. It's not a single well.
So have we seen this sort of a variance before
Sure.
in this volume?
Yes, probably so. I can say it's all in the same well or same cluster of wells, but yeah.
Right. It's just the way it reads, I'm sitting there going, wow, something.
Does this have to do with like the amount of rain we have? It's
Sometimes
groundwater.
It would have leachate, yeah.
Well, it could do with the amount of water too. I mean, it's not it varies.
Just curious.
Like I said before, we're much more concerned about the inorganics get in there, and that raises red
Of
flags
course.
in a hurry, and because you've seen the testing schedule out, they get into methyl butane oxides and all that, those things come up and you get real excited. the natural occurring elements that are in there is kind of a, I mean, the consistency report, I mean, we see this, one of these parameters almost comes up on a consistent basis on a quarterly basis. It's not unusual for these to come up, so.
But I'm just looking at it
Yeah.
going, there's 8 pieces there
Yeah.
that I was just shocked at.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to see the report, it's fine, but it varies from report to report, and it has, you know, a yearly one and an annual one's gonna have a line going across, kind of showing where it's at, where it's.
Sure.
And stuff like that, so. And then occasionally they get high, and you'll see a sigma that comes through and says, well, this is it, it's naturally occurring, let's raise it to this parameter.
I just, in all the reports that we've had on this committee, I have not seen it listed to where there were 8 or 9 things all in a
Yeah.
row like that before. And I looked at that and I thought, huh, that's different.
Yeah, but it's all the same parameter, I mean, it's not, those things you see there always come up.
Right.
Maybe not all in this listing here, if you take, you know, this month, and this month, you'd see all of this listed in there.
Okay.
It's not unusual to see those constituents high.
Any other questions for Chuck regarding that? It's nice, I see the checking account balance for the Pontiac Coast Agreement Fund is a lot like my checking account, $7,025,869.
Same number of digits, or?
Not quite. How about, tell us a little bit about our status with Sun Trucking. That's been on my bucket list for 2 years. What's happening there?
Well, first of all, I guess the good thing is apparently, well, they come in and plopped all their registrations for all their vehicles on my desk, except for 2 vehicles, so it's down to.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah, so it's down to the trailers that are there and kind of having to go after them and having them clean up or remove the trailers and get them out of there and all the other extenuous stuff that's there, so.
What are we gonna get?
Enforce it to the state's attorney's office, see what happens at this point in time. 'Cause
It has been given,
it has not, but if we play with it long enough, I can do that.
Is there any fines go with this?
There could be some.
Could be.
I'm not gonna find a basketball title. I've had a number of calls of, obviously, on that piece of property and the fire that comes associated with getting rid of stuff. And so, I'm just curious as to where everything is going. Right, so like, the one call I had was the fact that they had a bass boat that was being getting rid of, and they lit it on fire and burned it up. Now, I don't know, that was just a number of phone calls that I've had, so I've had enough calls on that property as well.
sure wish we'd got something done with that in the last couple of years, but hasn't happened. Anybody else got any issues to come before the committee? Chuck, you got anything else, or?
No.
We're down to public comment. Any public comment this evening? Anyone? Yes, sir.
Kind of public.
You're the public. Somewhat public.
Well, listen to my comments. I just wanted to say tonight, this is our November meeting, and Mr. Flott, this will be his last meeting being chairman of a committee, and I think he ought to be recognized the last 2 years for leading the Ag and Zoning Commission and all the windmill discussions that we've had, and I think he's done a extremely thorough and professional job in that, and I wanted it to be reflected in these minutes. And tell Bill, job well done, my friend.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You wanna take up a collection or something?
It sounds like the 7 million in the checking account, you don't need that.
You just said you didn't need it.
We did that, you want to change?
Any other
Nice.
public comment?
Nice job.
Thank you. We got bills. Deegan bill, correct?
I didn't see any. Where's the-
It was in the packet
So
also.
in the packet also.
Is it in
The
this?
one I should have printed.
No, it is not.
Okay.
It is for $1,744.50 for the period from the middle of August to middle of September, August 16th to September 22nd.
Motion to approve? And second? Got him? All those in favor?
Aye.
Got one more.
I'll move to adjourn.
I'll second it.
All right, thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you much.